Hello, musicians, choir directors, worship leaders, and anyone with similar interests and occupations. This video talks about my song, Disaster Prayer 1, which was written in 2024 to commemorate those who suffered from Hurricane Helene. This is a lament from the perspective of the Christian tradition. This lament was written for a cantor and a congregational response. But there are other ways, obviously, you could split this up. You could have a choir and a congregational response. You could have singer 1 and singer 2, whatever makes sense in your context. This prayer, being a lament, does not have a nice, tidy ending. I hope that through the lyrics, it does help us focus back on God and the hope that we have in Jesus Christ, but it's not intended to end with, yeah, things are bad, but God's great and everything's going to be fantastic and we're not sad about it because God. This is not that. This is squarely facing the fact that in tragedies, we have emotions that are really hard, and there is grief, and there is fear, and yes, there is also hope within that, but hope does not negate the other emotions that we feel. With that in mind, the refrains are sort of the words that we would expect to hear in a Christian service. God save us, have mercy, or even just saying the name of God, Lord, something like that. Then the choir responds, or the congregation responds, with what potentially people are actually feeling. We're afraid. We see everything getting destroyed. And we go back and forth like this for a few verses, but with each verse, the congregation moves a little bit through some of the emotions, where by the last verse, well, the third verse, this is a short song, the congregation is asking God specifically for what they need. God, we need actual people to come help us. Not just prayers, but hands in action doing work to help us. There is a bridge that you could have the choir sing while the congregation meditates on everything that's happened, perhaps other parts of the service. Perhaps this is a time of personal prayer. Or perhaps you guide the congregation in singing this also as a sort of refocusing, if you want to think of it that way. The bridge contains some tension in the lyrics. It has lyrics like, hope is fading. Also, may hope never cease to live. So there's tension there, because our emotions are, we might be losing hope, but our faith says there's still hope even when we're losing hope. And that's a tension that we live with as Christians. So because this doesn't have a tidy ending, and the ending would be something the cantor, the choir could sing, you could arrange that how you like, I would hope that you would use this lament in a broader service where additional ministry is happening, additional care for people's spirits, their souls, their emotions, their physical being. Whatever your context is in your community, I hope that you adapt this lament to aid the full or more holistic care that I hope you would be giving to people within your faith tradition, your faith context, your community. All right, so this song, when I first published it, I made it free to churches and similar organizations. It is now listed for purchase, but if you are a church or a similar organization that cares for the spiritual well-being of people, and you think that perhaps you would need this for free, for whatever reason you're not able to purchase it, please reach out to me, because I did write this to help minister to people, or to help pastors and other ministers minister to their congregation. I didn't write it to make money off of it, but the reality is, as a composer and a musician, at some point we do have to sell our work. So just reach out to me if you're in a context where you think you might need this without paying for it. we can talk about that. All right. I hope that this song is useful for you, and hopefully you'll check out some of my other works that are not quite so heavy. I do a lot of secular work as well. I actually don't write very many hymns at this moment. Until next time.